So now let us perform the search operation. Okay, electricity has gone, but still I have battery backup available in my laptop. So we will continue. And this surrounding this black dots are due to electricity, but I will continue. Okay, so uh, yeah, for searching, let's move here. As I told you that for searching, we need to ask the user which record he want to search. So on options item selected, we have ask client for entering enrollment number. Okay, this is for searching. So when client clicks on update, now see, for searching, only enrollment number is not necessary or sufficient in this case, because we are asked to have, see, search the student on basis of his or her marks. So enrollment number is not required here. So the layout or the custom dialog that we have defined here would not work in case of search. For search we have to define another layout. Let's define it. So here in our layout folder we will define another layout, okay, for search, okay, and we would have a linear layout. Okay, now in this layout we will put one spinner, okay, and the required attributes of this spinner would be set as wrap content, ID will be as search grade, okay, and margin we would set as 20 dp, and entries should be grades, okay. So yeah, this layout should be used as view in our this dialog box. So we can use the same builder, but the condition that we have, yeah, we should check here condition, okay, before inflating the layout. If id equal to r dot id dot menu update, then else final view v equal to inflator dot inflate layout for, what is the name of the layout that we have just defined for search? Where is it? Yeah, for search, okay, but yeah, it is not allowing the declaration here. So what should we do here? Yeah, we can have different things for both the operations r dot id dot menu update. If menu update is clicked, then this all the things should be performed, okay. So here no need to check the operation, because all this code is executed for update, okay. And yeah, this thing, here bracket over semicolon. Now here it is the else part of if. Else if id equal to r dot id dot menu search. Okay, then again we need to inflate and set view, so I will copy from here. But now we need to update inflate for search. Okay, we will set it to the view. Okay, and then set positive button. Again builder dot set positive button, submit, new dialog interface dot on click listener, and finally a semicolon here. Now think, what should we do? Okay, client will select a grade. Okay, client will select a grade and will click on submit, and we need to query for that particular grade. So here we will first of all retrieve the spinner, okay, in which client has entered the grade. How we will retrieve it? Spinner, then yes, v dot find view by id r dot id dot, what was the name of the spinner, id of the spinner? Search grade. Search grade. Okay, if spinner dot get selected item position is not equal to 0. Okay, if it is 0, then we will say that, okay, if it is not 0, then we need to search for the particular record, and we will pass that grade as argument. But for that we need to define another method in our helper class. Okay, public integer search. Integer means how many records are available, but it will not give that. Okay, yeah, it will give that. We will, what should we return from here? Okay, we see, we will return a string buffer from here. Okay, do search is the name of method where we will pass the grade as argument which we want to search. Okay, so in our activity, one string buffer should be defined, string buffer records equal to helper dot search, do search, and the argument which is to be passed here, that is array grades, and spinner dot get selected item position -1, because here grade appears at position -1. Okay, so if AA is selected from spinner, then AA is at position 1 in the spinner, but it is at position 0 in grades. That's why. Okay, we will search for that records, and in else part we will give a message to the client, show message search grade, and please select a grade. Okay, but as I told you that for grade searching it is good thing if we ask also for this semester. Okay, so another spinner should be here. Okay, and this spinner should have a selection or the items like semesters. Okay, and for search for yeah putting the list of semesters again, we need to go to the strings.xml and define a string array. Okay, and here items will be semester 1, then semester 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so this array will be used here. Why? What is the problem? String, okay, S is capital, that's why. Okay, name of the array is semesters. Okay, and now here array semesters. So when client will select a particular grade and semester, we should capture this both things. Okay, spinner, another spinner is also to be defined, spinner 1 equal to spinner v dot find view by id r dot id dot search semester. Okay, and here we should check both the conditions, or spinner 1 dot get selected item position is not equal to 0. Yeah, it should be AND here, because both should not be 0. AND else select, please select a grade, please select a semester and a grade. Okay, yeah, now our search method of the grade helper should have both the things, string semester and string grade. So from here we will pass both the things. First thing to be passed is the semester which is selected, spinner 1 dot get selected view, that is text view. Okay, dot get text dot to string. Okay, both these things are passed as argument here. Now in our helper here we will define a query. For that we need SQLite database, db is equal to get readable database, and finally we need to query. Okay, cursor equal to db dot query, table name is the first argument, second argument is all the columns, that is null. Now third argument is selection, yeah, where selection column underscore which column, yeah, it is also important. Which column means if semester is semester 6, okay, yeah, the semesters are semester 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. So in our helper, if you remember, we have named the column as stud sem 1 grade, sem 2 grade, sem 3 grade, sem 4 grade, sem 5 grade, sem 6 grade. Okay, so we should do one thing here, not, yeah, name of the variables may be changed, or here semester, which is semester 1 2 3 4 5 or 6. What should we do? We need to identify that what is the semester which is passed from here. Semester under space 1, semester space 2, or we can just write these names as there, or yeah, first item is select a semester. Okay, and we can just pass 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, whatever it may be. It may be okay. Semester 1, semester 2, semester 3, semester 4, semester 5 and semester 6. We will do one thing. Instead of passing a string, we would have an integer which will reflect the semester number. Okay, yeah, integer semester. And from our activity, that is activity 6, okay, we will just pass the semester, that is spinner 1 dot get selected item position plus 1. Okay, so here I will pass the selected position plus 1, because at 0 position it is not semester 1 but it is select a semester. So I am passing the number of semester which is passed, and in our helper we will have an integer. Okay, now that integer, if it is 1, if that integer is 1, it means that first of all, get selected item position plus 1. Why should we do plus 1? Just as it is. So if it is semester 1, then value will be 0 1. If it is semester 2, then value will be 2. Okay, that's fine. So here, if it is 1, then semester is 1. If it is 2, then semester is 2. If 3, then semester is 3. If 4, then semester is 4. If 5, then semester is 5. If 6, then semester is 6. Okay, so we can retrieve this name of the column there, or we can also use this name. But we can, as a developer, we have an idea of our column's name, so we would go for that only. See, how can we retrieve the column name? See, string column is equal to, now each of the columns starts by same. See, I will copy this from here, okay, and put it over here in double quotes. Now instead of for, Yeah, what will I do? I will concat the semester which is passed. So this string will become sem 1 underscore grade, sem 2 underscore grade, sem 3 underscore grade, sem 4, 5, 6, whatever. It's a type of logic which I have used to retrieve the name of the column. Otherwise, we have to write so many conditions for identifying the column name. Okay, here I will now write the query as column plus, that is, yeah, column is sem2, okay, and grade is column plus double quotes equal to question mark. Yeah, now the criteria, new string, and criteria should be the grade which is passed as argument, grade. Okay, and here null, null, and null. Okay, finally I will check here if c dot get count equal to 0, no such record exists. I will define a string buffer here. Okay, sb equal to no records. Okay, and here I will return sb as it is, no records. New string buffer. Okay, else if records exist, then what will I do? sb equal to new string buffer, and it will be empty. Then sb not empty, matching records with which grade? This grade in which semester, which is passed as argument. Okay, then /n. Now I will continue a loop while c dot move to next. Okay, sb dot append enrollment is equal to, then concat c dot get string of 0, then sb dot append name equal to, all these things should be should appear in different lines. So name is equal to plus c dot get string, and one, then sb dot append semester 1 grade equal to, it is not necessary to show grades of all the subjects or all the semester, only the semester for which he has searched we can show that grades. Okay, so yeah, we will do one that thing, semester, that is which is passed as argument, semester plus concat grad equal to plus matching grade, that is grad. Okay, and slash n. Again we will put slash n. Okay, this loop will continue until all the matching records are traversed. Here we can also pass that we need only this much columns. Okay, that is we need column 1, then column 2, then we need call. Yes, that is the column that we have retrieved. Okay, finally we will return SB, that is string buffer. Now either this SB may be no records or it will contain records. So we should check here that what does this returned buffer, that is records, contain records. If records dot toString dot equals no records, okay, then show message search for grad, no such record exists. Okay, else we will show all the records, else show message search for grad, and here records dot to string. This much coding looks a bit complicated, but as it is asked in the application, we have done it. Okay, let's run it. So again the electricity has gone and still battery backup is there, so we are performing the application. Okay, so yeah, it is moving slowly near me. Okay, he is watching that what we are doing with Android. Okay, he is watching that what we are doing. So the output of the activity is again in front of us, and we will search for the records. Okay, now clicking on search, it is asking for two things. Now let us be clear that see, in semester 1 BB, okay, I will search for semester 1 and BB grade. Yeah, I will select semester 1 and grade as BB, sorry, BB. Submit. Records with BB in semester 1. Very good. Yeah, enrollment number is this, name is this, semester 1 grade is this. Okay, fine. Let have a search for another thing. In sem 2 I want to search BB. Okay, in semester 2 I want to search for, in semester 2 I want to search for BB. Let's submit. No search record exists. Very good. Yeah, it's fine. Now in semester 2 I want to search for AB, and let's see that whether both records are shown or not. In semester 2 and the grade is AB, and submit. Yes, we have done it. Yes, it is showing both the records. Yeah, by mistake the name of the first record was stored as enrollment due to the mistake in the name of the, or the reference of the edit view. It was done there. Okay, now do one thing, let's add another record and let's check the application entirely. Enrollment number is 1034. Okay, name of student is Madhav. Okay, now select the grade of semester 1 AA. Then 3 and 4 AB, and 5 and 6 BB, whatever, BC and BB. Let's submit. Record is inserted successfully. Let us check this record. Go to the device explorer, go to the database grades. Okay, it may happen that the record is not updated due to, means record is updated but it is not updated here because sometimes it need to be refreshed. com.example.myapplication and student grades, save as. I will save it to the D drive of my laptop. Okay, I will overwrite it, replace it, and again I will reopen the database stud grades. Okay, open, then browse the data. Yes, you can see here the record appears. Now let's update some record. I will update one record here, update grade for the enrollment number. Oh my god, 1034. I have given 1034 to the same enrollment number. It should not happen. Okay, but we have not defined it as primary key, so it is the problem here. Otherwise it will not happen. Now suppose I search for 1155310. Submit. Actually name is disabled, but name should also be enabled so that we can update the name. Let us do that thing. While update, that edit views are set enabled false. Where we have made it enable false? On do submit. Here let me have this name not set enable false, and we should also enable this again. Okay, whenever we are clearing all the things in the do submit. Yeah, here operation and enumber dot set enabled true. Okay, so let us again execute and check it, so I can correct the name. Application is on way of installation. Process is going on. I want to update the record. I want to update the name. That's why 11553. What is the enrollment number? 1155310. Okay, submit. Here VICKY. Okay, and clicking on submit. Record or grades updated successfully. Okay, now let us again download the database. Okay, yes, let us again open it. Open database, StudDB, open. Let us again browse it. Oh my god, why? Okay, it is a different database, that's why. Stud grades I want. Okay, yeah, you can see here Madhav, Chirag and Vicky. Now suppose I want to search. Select semester, that is 1. Select grade, that is AA. Submit. So both records are shown here. Okay, so our logic is working properly, our application is also working properly, and if you don't want to let the client to update the name, you can make it uncomment, so the name would not be modifiable. Okay, so it was all about application number 53 of our syllabus. Okay, and let's stop here, and I would like to suggest you that again watch the video, perform the application, watch the previous video, perform insert operation, and in continuation perform the update and search operation both. Okay, so here I would like to conclude and stop my video. Okay, so thanks for watching my video, and finally, if you like the video, subscribe my channel, share to others. Okay, goodbye.